or Instacart or anything like that. Um, why do you tip what you do?
Okay, I got my sound working. Sorry, I'm brand new to TikTok and I had to apparently adjust something. I don't know. Literally, I've been on here 4 days. This is my first stitch. I had to just because I get riled up about this. But anyways, I'm in Middle Tennessee, and I've been doing Uber Eats for a little over a year. Um, and I think people do this for one of two reasons. So, one, they're just on a tight budget, they can't afford it. Because I get it. Like, I've ordered several times, it does get expensive. Or two, they just don't realize. Because when you go to that checkout page and you see all those delivery fees and then the restaurant fee and blah, 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 all the taxes, you're like, oh, this is kind of expensive. I would always add a tip, anyways, because that's just how we were raised. But I started driving for Uber Eats. And I'm like, we don't really get a lot of money. They don't really pay us a lot, do they? So I just don't think people realize that that delivery fee that they're charging is just Uber getting theirs. A tiny portion of that goes to us. But yeah, I mean, gas is super expensive, and I just don't think people realize. Or just think about it, whether we're using our own cars. So that's a lot more oil changes. And oh Lord, I called my insurance company, and because I wanted to be honest and be like, hey, I'm now driving for Uber Eats, just to let y'all know. So my mileage has gone up, and then apparently you need to get rideshare gap as well. Make sure to do that, even though it is more expensive. And my car insurance went through the roof. So that's great. So I just think people don't realize all the expenses that come along with being an Uber Eats driver or Grubhub, DoorDash, Instacart, whatever. And I just don't think they realize. A lot of it is just like innocent. Like I went to my therapist one time, and we got talking about that. I was like, yeah, I'm an Uber Eats driver now. She's like, oh yeah, we order that too. And we got to talk about tipping, and she didn't even realize she doesn't tip. And I was like, oh honey, you're gonna have to tip. You tip these people. And she's like, oh, I just didn't realize. I'm like, yeah, please do. So it's a huge expense for us, So, but anyway, sorry, I have ADHD and I just tend to like blab on about things that I'm passionate about. So it's just about education. So people, be kind to your Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, Instacart, whatever, especially if we're driving from the next town over. They are not paying us enough. They're barely paying our gas back. So make sure just to be extra kind and keep that in mind, that it's wear on our cars, we're paying for gas, our insurance companies are mad at us because we're out on the road all the time. So, but anyway, yeah. So those are my thoughts. So.